Hi guys, me again Aswat. And this video, I want to talk about what happened yesterday in America. Very historic day, 7 January 2021. A group, not a group, a lot. Trump supporters stormed the Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. You can see they are all Trump supporters, and it was very historic because it has never happened before, and they went and took over the building. And what they wanted was to get Trump back into office. That's the goal. Main goal is to get Trump back as president of the United States. 4 people died during this incident when they stormed. Now, how did this happen? So on the 7th, Trump has a rally in Washington, D.C. And at first, it was a very peaceful kind of, I have to stress that. At first, it was very peaceful kind of rally that the president always do. And during the rally, the president encouraged them to come to Capitol Hill. And the words that they have used, that president have used, and even during the rally, even his Rudy Giuliani also used, were very promoting them to come here and do something. And then they had thousands of people there for the rally, right? Let me just show you the proof that from the rally. Let me get the video. Okay. Just listen to this.
Let's have trial by combat. Let's have trial by combat.
Well, you can't turn on the video when you're recording. We try it again.
Let's have trial by combat.
So he was saying let's have trial by combat. And these were the people at the rally, and they were.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
And we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
During that time, what happened in Congress, they were having the discussion to confirm Joe Biden. So the crowd went in and took over.
We'll pause. Protesters are in the building. Thank you.
This is how it happened, the timeline. And the police just let them in. And it was chaotic, but at the same time, scary. It never happened in the modern history of America that this thing happened.
They're gonna stand.
Okay? Very historic. It never happened in a long while. And then later, like let's say this is in the video, the crowd dispersed and whatnot. But 4 people died during all of this thing. But the police was not, there was not too much of a issue with the police. There was no police brutality. Of course, they fight and 4 people dead, and that is a sad thing. Okay, that happened yesterday. Today, and the purpose of this video, I'm gonna show you what happened. So today they had a press conference, and because you can't hear this, I might do another video where I can download the whole video if you can't listen in playback. What happened? What house held a press conference today?
Let me be clear. The violence we saw yesterday at our nation's capital was appalling, reprehensible, and antithetical to the American way. We condemn it, the president and this administration, in the strongest possible terms. It is unacceptable, and those that broke the law should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I stood here at this podium the day after a historic church burned amid violent riots. And I said this: the First Amendment guarantees the right of the people to peaceably assemble. What we saw last night in Washington and across the country was not that, end quote. Make no mistake, what we saw yesterday afternoon in the halls of our Capitol likewise was not that. We grieve for the loss of life and those injured, and we hold them in our prayers and close to our hearts at this time. We thank our valiant law enforcement officers who are true American heroes. What we saw yesterday was a group of violent rioters undermining the legitimate First Amendment rights of the many thousands who came to peacefully have their voices heard in our nation's capital. Those who violently besieged our capital are the opposite of everything this administration stands for. The core value of our administration is the idea that all citizens have the right to live in safety, peace, and freedom. Those who are working in this building are working to ensure an orderly transition of power. Now it is time for America to unite, to come together, to reject the violence that we have seen. We are one American people under God. Thank you very much.
So the press conference just ended just like that. That is 4 hours ago. That when I was looking at this, I was so surprised. What just happened, what you just listened, was that the Trump presidency, to that, if that was his spokesperson, said that he threw the people there under the bus. Under the bus means he betrayed them. He said they were bad people and they will be prosecuted to the highest order. You heard what she said, what Kelly said, that they will be prosecuted with the highest order. But you heard the previous statement, right? That they were just, he asked them to go there, and Rudy Giuliani even asked them, how about combat? Putting words like that, combat, going to the Capitol Hill. He rise up all this energy inside the people who attended his rally there in DC. Okay, why don't we go to the Capitol Hill? I will walk with you. He did not. He was not there with them. He went back to his house, to the White House, and just watched what happened. He knew what's going to happen. The police let them in and they were causing riot and poor people died. That statement just now that you heard was today on the 8th. And what happened with the statement, he said he threw everybody there under the bus because he said it was not peaceful people who entered it was rioters. He uses the word rioters, and he uses it was illegal thing that they had done. They will be put in the full extent of the law. But then what it means is they will all be prosecuted. He did not back them up. He threw them under the bus. He betrayed them. That was what the press conference about. She didn't take any answer. She didn't take any question. She just made a statement from the president, and that's it. That is what I've been talking about with the Korean ferry tragedy video. This is the kind of leader I'm not against Trump or pro-Trump, because Trump did a lot of good things also. Then Trump did a lot of stupid things also. So I'm not pro or against, because I think he's a good and bad leader. He did good things, he did bad things. But yesterday when he urged those people to storm the White House, to storm the Capitol Hill, it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. 4 people died. They destroyed democracy in terms of the image of the Capitol Hill being a sacred place for democracy. For not just America, but a sign symbol from the world. The world look at America as one of the best symbol of democracy. And you heard the video that the McEnany, his spokesperson, said, they were not representing the First Amendment. They stormed this. This is now considered an illegal move to storm the Capitol Hill. And he said they will be prosecuted. He threw them under the bus. He betrayed them. You can go back in this video and listen to what the press statement said. Trump just disavowed everybody else. You know why he did that also? Because then he can say, no, he is not complicit. I did not do this. I am against it. These people are acting on their own. You know, whatever happened, let them bear the consequences. That's what that press conference says. You can go and search to hear about it or rewind this video just to go to that spot. That's my video. Because something can be learned from this. Be careful of your leaders, regardless, Republican, Democrat, whatever party in the world. Be careful of your leaders. When they want you to do something illegal, you know, using words like, combat, going, you know, they stole it from you, you know, rise up kind of emotions. People got hype. And people went there and said, no, I will walk with you. I will walk with you. That kind of leaders, you hear it everywhere. I will be there with you on the ground, you know what I mean? Trump did not. He just led them to their own worst fate. When he's out of office, do you think those people, the Republican, will defend all this riot? He used the word rioters. You think they will defend you? No, they will not defend the rioters. He just throw them under the bus. The word he used was rioters. Riots. That's my video. Hopefully we can learn something from this. Thank you for your time.